There is one thing you must remember when learning the phrasal verbs of come. That is, the word come means the opposite of the word go. If you say you are going somewhere, then you are leaving where you are now in order to arrive at a new location. But if someone comes to you, you stay where you are and they will move towards you. That is why when you are inside a room, you will tell people to come in if you want them to enter the room. But if you're outside of the room, you can ask people to come out, to exit the room in order to reach you. Because of this sense of direction, we also describe the release of a book or a record or film as coming out as they become available, because the ideas that are originally hidden with the producers are now coming out to the public and becoming closer to us. The meaning of the prepositions up and down still applies here. If you're standing at a higher position than someone you're talking to, you can ask them to come up and reach you. If you're standing at a lower place, then you can ask them to come down, perhaps from a ladder, in order to talk to you. Aside from these two very obvious meanings, come up can also mean for someone to come close to you and approach you. And come down can also be used to describe the decrease in something. For example, prices. If you say that the prices are coming down, it means the prices are decreasing, probably because of a sale. When you tell someone to come on, you are either asking them to hurry up because they are too slow, or you're encouraging them to do something. Imagine when you are trying to do something, like you're about to start a journey on a boat. You can either ask your friends to stay away, or ask them to come on to the boat and do it with you. This may not be how the word exactly came to be, but it helps you remember why come on means encouraging someone to do something. Come across and come into are not related to each other in meaning, but I'd like to talk about these two together. First of all, to come into something means to inherit, which means to take over the ownership of something when your relative passes away, usually in the form of property or money. In terms of meaning, come into does not relate to come across at all, but it may remind you of another phrasal verb that is run into. If you come across something, you meet an object by chance, such as when you're browsing on Netflix, you came across a new show by surprise, you find it interesting, and you go on to watching it. When it comes to people, we do not use the phrase come across. If you meet someone by chance, we use the phrase run into. For example, since most of us are doing a lot of home cooking lately, maybe when you are doing grocery shopping at the supermarket, you could run into a teacher or one of your classmates by chance. So come across and run into basically mean the same thing, but we use come across for objects and run into for people. Come over and come round both mean to visit someone in their home, so they are almost interchangeable in real life. But come over doesn't have to mean visiting someone's home. You can simply be asking your friend to come over to the restaurant and join you for dinner. When you use the phrase come back, you are implying two things. Number one, this person who is coming back is returning from somewhere else to his original position. Maybe he left Hong Kong for a trip and now he's returning. The second thing you're implying is you are at the location to which this person is returning. For example, you are waiting for your friend in Hong Kong when he returns. Now let's take a look at these pictures and see if they can help you remember the meaning of the phrasal verbs. In picture 1, you see a cowboy is waiting for someone to come out and have a fight with him. The story is not clearly described, but from the cowboy and the door of a saloon, we would guess that it's the cowboy waiting for someone to come out for a duel with him. Picture 2. The mother is talking to a young girl who is sitting on a tree, most likely asking for her to come down so that she won't get hurt. Picture 3 and picture 7 are two dramatized pictures to help you remember the meaning of come round, as you can see the person's body is round, and to come over, since the person is landing from over the house, and they both mean to visit someone's place. Picture 4, the lady is welcoming someone into her house, so we would describe the action as coming in, because the person is walking towards her, towards the inside of the house. Picture 5. The mother is shouting "hey" at a child who is holding perhaps exam papers and running away. We can guess the mother is asking the child to come back, return to the place he is running away from, and show her the papers. Finally, picture 6. The boy is asking his friend to come on to the bike and join him on a ride. Just like our metaphor, to help you remember how come on means to encourage someone. Because when you tell them to come on to the boat with you, you're asking them to join you instead of going away. The answers to exercise C are quite straightforward, so we won't explain much. But I'd like you to notice that the answers to questions 3, 5, and 7 are interchangeable, because the phrasal verbs come over and come round have the same meaning. Now you may pause the video to check the rest of the answers.